Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Today's part two, or however I'm going to do this when I download everything, on getting this Honda lawnmower to quit leaking oil. And I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if I'm going to have enough memory on this card or not, so let's hope for the best here. So the big thing here is cleanliness. Not my garage, obviously, but so what I've done, and I made a mistake when I told you guys there was no gasket on this. I was wrong. It was gray gasket, and it was hard to see through the camera. That's my apologies there. But what I've done is clean. You got to get these things really clean. So I've taken what they call a bristle disc and clean this, and I'll show you the tool that I use. Got all that nice and clean, washed it all out inside, got all the gasket material out of it, and we're going to go ahead and coat that here in a few minutes. We'll set that right there for now. And also you got to do the same thing with the mating surface all along here. It's got to be oil free and gasket free and dirt free and all that cat crap. I cannot express this enough. And these two oil return port holes here where the rocker shafts are. I had some paper towel stuffed in there, so when I was cleaning all this up, anything that would fall down in there would easily fall onto the rag and not get stuck in the engine, because you don't want that gasket material on that engine and stuff. Okay, so it's basically all ready to go back together, and this is the device that I used to remove gasket. This puppy's about 20 years old. It's a Roloc. That's by 3M. So you got the arbor here, then you have your bristle disc, and you know it's missing a few teeth there, and it's actually quite a bit. It's about 20 years old, so it's kind of stiff. It still does what it's supposed to do, but it's dried out a little bit. I've got a lot of mileage off it. That's been a real good tool. I don't remember where I got that. I think I got that at the auto parts store, I think. I don't know if I don't think Harbor Freight carries that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if the big box stores carry it. I see it around from time to time and don't remember where you get them. I imagine you get them on Amazon and all that crap. That's what I used. I didn't use it on the engine, of course. I had to do that by hand, but on that valve cover, where the heck I did with it, I used it on that. Okay, so it is time to get going. I want to finish this job up, so if I have enough memory, we'll see what happens. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. Sorry for the crappy camera stuff there, guys. I've kind of messed myself out of some room here because I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So I'll try to do the best. Also, the 4 bolts that go on there, whoops, as I kick the camera, are I got an 84 inch-pounds. My foot-pound torque wrench does not go down to 7 foot-pounds, but apparently Honda recommends 7 foot-pounds on these 4 bolts. It's 80 inch-pounds conversion, or 9.49 Newton inch meters, or Newton meters, or whatever the heck. I never use Newton meters, but anyway, if you can see it's on there anyway. So with that, okay, so using silicone, even though it says Pro Seal, it's by it's actually made in the USA. I got that at Harbor Freight, but that's not a Harbor Freight brand. I'm pretty sure it might be the same. I don't know. It's now I'm not going to get in that. It's I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on, but anyway, yes, made in USA. So I'm not using some fly-by-night stuff. Hopefully. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do this. Poke the hole in there like we're supposed to do. I've already cut my end down. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze in here. When you're putting your gasket material in, there's a little trough in here, and you kind of want to stay in those troughs and make sure you get around these holes here. Now I noticed Honda didn't go all the way around. They just kind of looped it around like that. And I think that's where it was leaking. See, it was leaking on this side. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And the gasket material was real thin right up in here. It was okay everywhere else, but it was real thin in this eyelet right here, this bolt hole right around in here. Like I said, they don't go all the way around. They just kind of go up like so. So that's what I'll try to do here. I don't know. I'm not so sure how that's going to work camera-wise. I didn't want to do this on camera because I don't want to be trying to rush, but let's see. So let's start here. I don't know if that's going to be the right thing to do, but we're going to start down here. And you really don't need a whole lot. I'm probably putting too much on right now. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to get this off of my knee, because every time I breathe, I move it. So I'm going to try to go along here. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't know if you guys can see that. I apologize if you can't. And I should have my readers on, and I don't, because I'm having a hard time seeing that, so I don't recommend doing this if you don't have your readers. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'm messing this up here. I don't want to do that. Yeah, right about now would be really nice to have them their readers. I'll try to get, I'm not sure if I'm in the camera or not. I apologize if I'm not down in the, boy, I'm messing this all up here. And on this stuff, more is not necessarily better. Okay, I have to get into a different position here, guys. Gals, peeps. Is that going to work? There we go. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to remove the position to here. One thing you notice, as you get older, you do not get steadier. So like I said, I apologize if this isn't in the camera. I'm not going to look up to see if it is right now. I'm trying to stay in that little trough there. Okay. Let's pull a bit extra here. Okay, well, that's not the prettiest job on the face of the planet, so I apologize. You know, I was kind of worried about that. It will do the trick, but it's not going to be the prettiest. And like I said, more is not necessarily better, so you want to be careful, because you don't want to get the silicone on all over, you know, next to your valve train and stuff. So I'm going to kind of go up along here for a second. I want to see something there. Okay. And that looks like that should be doing it. Now we're having a little bit of colder weather here. It's not like real cold, but it's not real warm either. So what I'm going to do is let this sit I'll let this sit here for about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and let that kind of form a skin, kind of firm up a little bit before I put it on there. And other than that, it should be about ready. Keep telling you guys, more is not better, as I keep stuffing more on there. But I don't want to have to do this again. Looks like we got plenty on there. I'm going to leave that as is. We'll let it skin up there a little bit. I'm going to clean up my mess here, and then we'll put it back together. You guys probably don't need to see that part, because I'm sure you're totally capable of putting the valve cover onto the engine. I probably won't show that part, so that's really about all I got. So, it may not be the best way to do it. I'm sure I'll have all the keyboard mechanics tell me what I've done wrong, but the proof will be is, if you don't see another video about this lawnmower, it doesn't leak. If you see another one again, then I either did something wrong or there's another problem somewhere else in it. So with that, that's about all I got. I'll bring you guys up here. Alright. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully that's helped you guys out. If you happen to have the GVC 200, apparently they are, I won't say notorious, but apparently a few of them do have, excuse me, oil leaking out of the valve cover, or the rocker cover, technically. Other than that, there's nothing really wrong with the rocker cover itself. There's nothing wrong with the surface of the engine. Just they didn't get enough silicone just in that one corner. I don't know if that's where it always leaks, but I'm kind of surprised that Honda doesn't have or whoever's assembling them doesn't have a better process than that. Just my opinion. With that, you guys take care. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. I'm going to finish my coffee, and by that time this puppy should be skinned up enough to put it on there. Remember, I believe Honda recommends 7 foot-pounds of torque. If you can't, if you don't have a meter, it goes down, a wrench that goes down that low, then 84 inch-pounds and 9.49 Newton meters. Yeah, meter newtons. Those guys. Anyway, alright, thanks a lot. You guys take care. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and prayers go out to everybody out there across the world who is dealing with this coronavirus. Guys, take care.